Yes. Alright, hello everyone. This game's about to start. Welcome everyone to the stream. This is going to be Aspiring Experts, round of 32. It says connecting if no one chats, so start up the chat. And yeah, this should be a great matchup. This is between two of the favorites, in my opinion anyway, in the tournament. My name's Nobody, and here we go. Oh shoot, my voice. There we go. And welcome to the stream, Swagger. Hello everyone, and welcome to this amazing matchup between SeOul and Lojza. In my opinion, these are two of the favorites in this tournament, especially Lojza. He's my favorite to take it all. It was a favorite in an AoE zone poll about who you think will win Aspiring Experts. However, SeOul is a player for Vietnam, and all the Vietnam players below 2K4 rated really high chances of taking it. SeOul, Cool just won against Lily. These guys have a lot of experience, experience among these Vietnamese players, and they are not to be taken lightly. Lojza has won other events in the past, one of the strongest Czech Republic players out there. And it's kind of amazing he's never hit 2K4. He must have been just like 1 point below it. So this first matchup is going to be on the map Continental. I've noticed that there's a bit of variety on this map, such that Lojza has actually a very thick island, which is great. That's going to be good if he's going to lose the water and he doesn't want to get pummeled by galleons. SeOul has a much thinner island, which is more typical on the map Continental, but Continental is very much a water-heavy map. I think this game might be a little bit more land-heavy than normal, because there is so much land in between the players. However, we'll just have to see. Oh! We actually don't have a mirror Italian war. We've seen Italians every time that I've casted this matchup. And now Lojza has picked Japanese. So why are Italians picked so often? They get 3 great water bonuses. They age up to the next age faster because the upgrade costs less. Their fishing ships cost less. And their upgrades, their galley upgrades cost less. So those are all great bonuses for a water-dominated map. Now, the Japanese are also a great civilization, and you can pull off some a little bit different strategies. Why are they a good water civilization? Because their fishing ships have double HP, extra armor, so they're able to withstand quite a bit of damage. They also gather faster, galleys +2 line of sight, and lumber camp, mills, and mining camps are half off, giving yourself a better galley rush. Now, both these civilizations very formidable. Maybe from the Japanese, you might see more of a fast castle fire galley strategy, because those fishing ships can withstand so much damage. We'll have to see. Certainly, they wouldn't be going for offensive against the Italians, because the Italians will be up to the next age sooner. And yeah, players going for water builds most likely. We have Lojza here with the 6 HP scout. Did he kill anything? No, he didn't. Looking at the KD ratio. The green steel scout. Maybe it looks like Lojza must have ran into the town center, as no other units are damaged. And Lojza's here just to try to block the boar lure. He's actually at risk of losing his own scout, however. If that villager decides to hit it twice, so the scout comes back. SeOul has seen what Lojza is planning on doing. SeOul has not gotten loom, as is typical on water maps. Gonna hit it twice. Lojza is going to try to block, but it's a trap. And this scout will die in 2 hits. One more hit and it's dead. So not the greatest move from Lojza. Lojza is going to lose his scout very early on. This gives SeOul a little bit of flexibility as far as the strategy he wants to go for. So since Lojza has lost his scout, if SeOul wants to come forward and add towers, add an archery range, or a barracks, Lojza would have no idea that would be going on. Or SeOul could do a transport ship and transport over here. Those are all more viable strategies now that Lojza's scout is dead. Let's take a look at his scouting from the Fog of War. As you can see where Lojza is. Can't see where Lojza's dock is, which is very important. But won't be able to see any aggression coming in. And switch the point of view over to SeOul. Only has scouted his own base, but he should have some time to go scout with this full HP scout. So both players doing loom. Let's see if they're both about to click up. SeOul is on 23 population, 20 villagers. He should be able to click up. He is missing... Nope, there we go. Perfect. 425 food for the Italians up. Lojza up at the same time. Now, the Japanese did get that eco bonus of the lumber camp costing less. These fishing ships are working faster. That's still an impressive tie, I think, from the Japanese. So both players on even footing, except for that scout. 5 fishing ships, 1 extra for Lojza. Only 3 fishing ships for SeOul. I assume he'll continue to add. No, he's not. That's interesting, especially as Italians, where you get a discount on the fishing ship. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think you should add a 4th fishing ship, at least. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. I see a lot of you have joined us. This is Aspiring Experts, round of 32, between 2 of the favorites in the tournament, Lojza and SeOul. And it should shape up to be a good one. We're on the map Continental. This is the first game. Lojza going to drop a second dock. SeOul going to drop a second dock. Right in this area. It's not too bad for fish. Come on, drop the dock. Drop the dock. Oh, waiting a little bit. Not so good. Both players, I have to assume, will go with fire galleys. I can't see any other option. Lojza is walling himself up. Remember, he lost his scout early, so he wants to make sure he doesn't get any aggression. This is not great for his economy, but he's going to try to play it safe. We'll see how he manages as far as galley production is concerned. Good. 1 fire galley coming out of each dock. Looks like he'll manage. Oh, this scout could actually be trapped. I think it can get out. Is SeOul not paying attention? Oh, he's actually going to kill the villager. What? That villager was low. Apparently, Lojza didn't pay attention to that. Wow. Great start from SeOul this game. Both docks making galleys. And up in the north, looks like SeOul forgot 2 of his sheep. Or actually, he stole his sheep. A really good start from SeOul this game. Villager count 1 ahead for SeOul. Now a 3rd dock being added for Lojza. Looks like we'll see the first engagement of this game as these galleys meet up. 3rd dock being added for SeOul. Pretty identical timings. SeOul's going to come back. Let's take a look at what he's seeing as far as scouting. Did he see the docks? Yes, he did. Look at all this walling for Lojza. Alright, let's see how this first engagement goes. Both players are using patrol. Slight numbers advantage for SeOul because he's closer to his docks. And with this map, you can see a lot of fire galleys in the early game like any other map. However, it'll probably be a quicker transition to galleys and demos because of these very large choke points, because of a somewhat large rush distance. And the question for players is always, when do you add the demo? When do you transition to galleys? And that decision, whether you make it at the proper time, a minute too late or a minute too early, can really decide games. Very fine, very small window that you have to work with. Alright, so 4 and 5 plus a demo. And we have 5 fire galleys. Looks like SeOul has hit the production a little bit harder, or his macro's been better, one or the other. But this is nice. SeOul going to take those fishing, those little shore fish, small things from SeOul, giving him a little bit of an advantage this game, in my opinion. Playing a little bit cleaner. See how this engagement goes. Was getting a few free hits on those fire galleys. Before, we have 5 versus, looks like 6, but here's the demo. That's a terrible demo shot. And now we have a demo coming in from Lojza. This is a bad engagement for SeOul, especially when this demo comes in. And it's going to hit 2, maybe 2.5. That was a very bad engagement for SeOul, and just like that, this game might be evened up a little bit more. Taking a look. Nothing sneaky from SeOul. Fishing ship is 9 versus 4. So this whole time, Lojza has had more fishing ships than their Japanese fishing ships as well. Taking a look at the resources, Lojza's ready to click up. SeOul is getting pretty close. Remember, his age up is cheaper. Let's take a look at the food collected. 200 more food collected from Lojza, and I expect that to continue to grow. Here's the Castle Age for Lojza. Trouble getting this back to normal. There it is. The Castle Age for Lojza. He is 1 or 2 villagers behind. That's another good demo hit. Gonna hit 2 at the same time. So Lojza is actually, I think from that one big fight and adding those fishing ships, turned what was a disadvantage into a pretty sizable advantage. He's gonna have at least a few minutes on SeOul as far as the Castle Age went. Continental was always a sucky map. I guess that's why we didn't see it too much. It's a heavy water map, and in this particular one is highly variable, as Lojza has a ton of land, and SeOul is a very thin island. You could say that it's a mixture of land and water, but I think it's like mostly water. But if you like that, then Continental is your map. I personally am a big fan of Coastal and Baltic myself. However, I think I'll settle for Continental. I'm really not. No one has ever said that in the history of this game. Alright, so Lojza is about to hit his upgrades. SeOul is going to have to go back and going to have to survive for the next minute. 2 minutes, actually. Over 2 minutes. I said early on in the game I didn't like that SeOul didn't have that 4th fishing ship, and got 4 fishing ships now, but perhaps he should have added more earlier to go up with a better uptime. To be fair, Lojza does have better fish due to the map generation. Nothing you can do about that. Huge demo hit! That's actually going to hit like 3 or 4 galleys. Another good one, gonna kill 2. And now that upgrade's gonna hit, so SeOul is in some big trouble. He's got a villager lead at the very least. SeOul has bad land, banned water. I think you mean his map is very bad, and that's true. So here's the Castle Age. Military numbers heavily in favor of Lojza. And let's see what this demo can do. Not a whole lot. SeOul's going to have to go back at risk of losing his docks. What's the plan? What's the plan for SeOul? SeOul has 4 villagers on stone, which is interesting. Maybe he's thinking about a castle? Oh, he's actually sending some villagers forward. So, on the one hand, Lojza's map is an advantage because if he loses water, then he's not going to lose the game because galleys can't hit everything on the land. But on the other hand, SeOul, if he gets over here, is actually able to do a land push and do some serious damage. There's some room for him to navigate because, as he's on this island, galleys won't be able to shut down his aggression. And it looks like SeOul is going to commit 100% to land, as he has clearly lost the water. Gonna upgrade the war galley upgrade anyway. It is cheaper for the Italians, why not? We'll get some use out of it. There's a tower. Gonna deny this wood line. Is that a big deal? Yeah, that could be a big deal. This is a very big wood line for Lojza. Sure, Lojza can rebuild his cheaper lumber camp here and here, but eventually he'll run out and these villagers will bump into each other, making the saturation on them very bad. Lojza is actually going to move to the north, which is a better long-term solution. Oh, he's just going to build a lumber camp there, which should be in range of this tower. So we're going to build another tower. It looks like he saved up that stone for actually a tower rush and not a castle drop. And now going to add a siege workshop. So Lojza will have to add a siege workshop of his own. We'll see a dance of the mangonels. Looking at SeOul's resources, he doesn't have a lot of food, so he can't really go knights. He can go crossbow, potentially. Getting bodkin arrow right now. Add another tower onto this wood line. It would be great. I think SeOul should try to wall this up, actually. If he could quick wall it, that would be great. And, oh, that's even better. SeOul can add a monastery. That's perfect. Italians get pretty good monks. So do Japanese. But as far as going low eco, is concerned, with not a lot of food, definitely monks is the way to go. Don't even research his scale mail armor, which I don't understand. I don't understand what that's for. Maybe for pikemen later on? We don't have a barracks quite yet. Either way, it's a pretty cheap upgrade. One villager going down on this wood line. Looks like Lojza actually hasn't noticed, because he should have pulled these villagers away by now. Towers are deadly. They have Conquerors. And Lojza's going to continue to lose them if he doesn't move them away from that wood line. Another tower there is great. Towers and mangonels is a great combination. Towers give line of sight, help destroy opponents' mangonels. Really good combo. So a lot of this game is going to come down to the micromanagement. I'm wondering if SeOul will be able to afford Redemption. That's the one I was thinking about. You want Redemption and Sanctity, ideally, so the monk can take a mangonel shot. Let's see. Let's see if Lojza's going to get a lucky hit. No, he's not. We're just going to garrison the tower, take down a lot of the HP of that mangonel. Ooh, I think the mangonel meant to target that one, but that's okay. It's 1 HP. You can repair it up to full. There's a mangonel down here at the bottom. Let's see if SeOul can get this mangonel. Gonna shoot. And I don't know what happened there with Lojza. He must have looked away, as he didn't micro that mangonel at all. Now this woodline looks terrible. Lojza gonna build a mining camp. Probably, it's gonna take him a long time to get to a castle. And the favor is returned as SeOul is not watching his mangonel. So 1 for 1. Stone is probably for towers. Lojza gonna research Gale barding armor, and I don't think he has a stable either. Oh, he's got a barracks down here. Actually, Lojza has another base. Wow. That makes it more important for SeOul to take out this town center. Anything going on here? Yeah, SeOul being pummeled by galleys. That's not nice. Looks like he doesn't have any working docks either. No, SeOul's economy is not so good. Luckily, he's able to take that gold safely. And I apologize for the vacuum going in the background. Alright, so Redemption is done. Sanctity is... She's just going to delete it. So if that mangonel shot at the monk, it would have killed it without Sanctity, but Sanctity will be done soon. Lojza going to transition to light cavalry to counter the monks and mangonels. Good choice. SeOul is going to make some of those spearmen. They already have +1 armor. Not that that matters too much. Oh! Oh! Almost got a lucky one. If the tower shoots, it could kill it. 1 HP. Very lucky. Very lucky for Lojza that that didn't die. There's that light cav. So if the light cav clean everything up, I'll take Lojza for this game. If they don't, I might take SeOul. And that's a poor play. Getting mangonel converted. How many light cav are you going to need? And how much food does Lojza have? He can't have that much food. Well, he is Japanese. We're taking a little bit of fish, but that one just ran out. He should really rebuild his docks. That would be very important. And once again, Lojza sending his mangonel forward despite these monks with Redemption. I don't know what he's thinking. Lojza going to upgrade guard tower for the 2 guard towers he has back here. Not so good. We have 4 light cavalry. It can kill all the monks. I think that SeOul really needs a lot more spearmen, and this is a bad time to get housed. 65 out of 60. Looks like he lost some to the galleys. Now the monks, the good thing about the monks, they actually can hop in the towers. Mangonels, of course, can't. What is the map? Continental. Thank you, Tomb. Welcome to the stream, Maelstrom. Team colors, maybe. I like these colors. Maybe for the next game if you remind me. It's a little too late to start with that. Build another tower there to try to protect the gold. SeOul's economy is not doing so great. It's hard. He can't really expand out anywhere because of those galleys. Guard tower's done. I would bet you that SeOul won't be able to advance past this line of guard towers, but he doesn't really need to. And there's tons of villager kills, sure. But these resources will be running out pretty shortly. And still not a lot of spearmen. Unfortunately, SeOul is probably hurting a lot for food, so having trouble building spearmen. Go to build a town center there. I don't know if that's worth it. I think you should really... Oh boy, look at this. Really try to build maybe in this area. I would send some villagers back and try to build in this area. This is the only safe area to go. Look at what Lojza is doing, though. He's building on the middle land. There's not a lot of economy here. Here's the big light cavalry raid. Maybe we see some great stand ground shots. That's so many mangonels. Convert! Convert! What are you doing, SeOul? No, put them in the towers now. It's too late. Use the mangonels. Oh, that was a... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All the monks are going down. There's 4 monks remaining. 3 in this group. Got 2 conversions. That was a horrible, horrible engagement for SeOul. SeOul not paying attention at all. What he should have done is either converted right away with the monks or sent them into the tower. He could have used stand ground to use the mangonels to kill most of the light cav if he got a good shot. And now a castle is up for Lojza. I don't really agree with that at all because I'm sure there are a lot of villagers here, but there are not a lot of resources. Either way, SeOul's push is shut down. And he could go towards the south, but he'll have to run through those stables. I think he should go south. I think it's too late. And this is great. Try to wall this up, too. Boys, if he could get to that stone, then he can do some good work with those villagers. Now, this is good. Lojza building... SeOul building a good town center. Right there. It should be safe. Back his main island. A lot of these villagers dying. SeOul will need a tower right there. And he's going to make his play back in water. He has lots of gold to work with. Decent amount of food. Decent amount of wood. I think Lojza's economy is definitely much stronger. He's got more villagers, and these villagers are working optimally. Can I switch to Lojza's researches? I sure can. Resources, my bad. SeOul. Is it SeOul or SeOul? Not 100% sure. Oh, here's the tower coming up from Lojza. We have 1 converted light cav from SeOul doing a lot of damage. These villagers actually could batter it down. And actually might get the second villager. No, only gonna get 1. So this tower is great from SeOul. SeOul in his own base. These resources are running out. Lojza has more villagers. They're not working optimally. That said, SeOul's villagers are definitely not working optimally either. Very messy game. Oh, it's pronounced SeOul. My bad. So hard to differentiate. I could turn it to team colors. I'll do that from now on with these colors. Oh, where's team colors? Alright, so now we have SeOul in red. Now we have Lojza in blue. Should be easier for you. So teal and green, I'll do that from now on. See how many conversions that SeOul can get. Still a very even game in my opinion. You can only get 1. Were all those monks converting 1 villager? You should have gotten 5 or 6. Oh! Big mangonel hits. Nice. Oh, but here comes the... Oh! Okay, SeOul's monks still have faith, luckily. I'm going to try to convert. Let's see how many light cavalry they can get. Can get 1. Can get 2. 2 for 2 monks. That's not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. Looks like this guard tower will go down. Villager will repair. And this whole base from Lojza is pretty exposed. I think these monks should be able to convert these stables. I think that's what you should go for first. The stables are a huge threat for light cav to come out. Lojza's gonna have to move over and, I don't know, try to build a tower to try to take some stone. SeOul has to be very careful with these monks. Does SeOul have enough stone for... Looks like he might build a tower in this area. Finish off that tower. But SeOul should definitely try to convert these stables. And I missed it. SeOul is actually coming back on water. And that's huge, because that means he can get his economy right. Looks like Lojza has built a few knights from a stable somewhere. Probably one of these stables and transported over. They shouldn't do a lot, because there's tons of towers here. So this would be big if SeOul can clean up these galleys. Very close game, very back and forth. SeOul is coming back in the game. Still keeping his opponent here. This is a good move. Just forcing up this tower to try to take out this tower. But there we go. SeOul's economy can work a little bit better. Now that he has space to put farms around his town center. He can take all of these resources. Not good though, you don't want to lose all these villages. Repair! Repair! Repair the Megano! Oh. Mistake. Still, these stables are up, and I bet there's tons of Lycav in them. Well, not that many, but still. SeOul just gonna call it GG right there. He sees the Lycav pop out, they're gonna kill the monks. SeOul's aggression is gonna get shut down. I think it was a mistake for SeOul not to convert these stables. Had a good go at things, almost came back. But I think that Lojza's economy, great job on him by expanding across the map instead of staying put in a corner. And I think that's what's going to win him this first game. Lojza going to take the first point. The end game 2. Alright, so next game will be starting fairly shortly. They're starting the game right now. I'll put a 3-minute countdown. Change the score. Score is 1-0. Welcome everyone to the channel. Voobly Official, my name is Nobody. If you enjoy tournaments such as Aspiring Experts, the best way to continue with these tournaments is to donate the channel. You could do !donate in the channel, in the chat. And that'll be a valuable way to donate. This tournament is, of course, hosted with Voobly Official. And we're happy to shed some light on some of these aspiring experts. These below 2K4 level players. And as well, you could subscribe to the channel, as that would be much appreciated. We will be doing raffles for Voobly Silver. We'll do that on Mr. GPN's stream on Sunday. Subscribers get double the chance at getting Voobly Silver. Voobly Silver gives you a bunch of benefits with Voobly. A larger friend list. Other benefits. Really a nice thing to have. So just in a few minutes, this game will be starting. Game 2 will be Bedouins. We've seen Mayans on Bedouins, Indians, Spanish, all great civilizations. And players, I assume, are just choosing their games right now. Choosing their civilization. One minute and the game will start. They have started the countdown. I do apologize for the noises in the background. Nothing I can do about that. Alright, here we go. Game's gonna start very short. Very soon. I want to say shortly and soon at the same time. Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome to the second game in this Aspiring Experts round of 32 matchup between these two favorites in this tournament. We have Lojza playing in blue as the Indians, and in red we have SeOul playing as the Indians as well. So we have an Indians mirror matchup. Is this the best civilization for this map? I wouldn't say that they are, based off the games that I have seen. I saw Spanish do extremely well against the Indians, and Mayans do extremely well against the Indians as well. However, Indians is a very solid pick. Why do you choose the Indians on this nomad style start? Well, they're generally a good, strong civilization with their villagers being cheaper. And the big bonus is that they collect from shorefish faster. So these 300 HP shorefish ponds will be collected from faster. They'll have a better carry capacity. And yeah. Wait, is this a record? No, it's live. It's a live game. So both players can place their town centers very close together towards each other. Lojza, he has the option of building a lumber camp on this big wood line, which is great. SeOul should have a little more map control with the center town center. Let's take a look at where their close by resources are. SeOul's got a wood line right there. It's okay. Stone, gold close by. 3 ponds he could choose from. Lojza, 3 ponds, gold close, stone. However, gold is towards the opponent, which is not a good thing. Especially if you want to see a tower rush early. People always place TC so close together on this map for some reason. The best thing to do on nomad style maps is to just place your town center as fast as you can, because you want to get your villagers out as soon as possible. So if the map generation happens that way, then it happens that way. And if one player places a town center in the middle of the map, then it's going to be close to the other one, because that's how the middle works. So no matter where Lojza placed his town center, it probably would be close to SeOul. So both players heavy on fish. You'll be gaining massive amounts of food income from these Indian fishermen. I think you actually need 3 fishermen to maintain villager production, which is pretty good. This guy is probably going to get trapped a little bit. Lojza already expanding out to a second mill. Same thing with SeOul. And players should be scouting with sheep. Looks like Lojza has a lot of sheep scouting being done. Has he found his opponent yet? I don't think so. He must have ran past that earlier in the game. So you know where your opponent is based off of where your sheep disappear. That sheep's not going to find him. So Lojza has not scouted his opponent quite yet. Not a big deal at this present time. Take a look at SeOul scouting. SeOul also has not found his opponent quite yet. So you want to do this as early as possible. That way you can determine your strategy, whether you want to go barracks, men-at-arms, towers, archer range, fast castle. And let's see if SeOul's going to actually find... Yeah, okay, so SeOul, if he's paying attention, has found his opponent as he has lost his sheep. Good for SeOul. Lojza. Should find his opponent with this sheep. So let's see. Come on, Lojza. And there we go. Nope. Actually. Okay, there we go. Just lost a sheep right there. Lojza was paying attention. He has found his opponent. That's true, you need to see where the sheep's path took. But when I do this, I always get confused because, for example, I forget where the sheep are. And then, did I lose it here? Or maybe I lost it, maybe I lost it here. Obviously, this one's a little too large. But I get confused a little sometimes. I forget where the sheep go. Both players about ready to click up to the next age. Lojza has gotten super heavy on fish. SeOul is also ready to click up. No loom quite yet. I wouldn't even research loom if you're going to go for a fast feudal. I don't think it's necessary. There are no scouts on this map. Could be necessary if a barracks came up, though. But I can go either way. Lojza, SeOul, gonna build one more villager. He's gonna have 2 more villagers than Lojza. Actually, he's gonna research loom. So he's gonna go up with 2 more villagers. Lojza is gonna place a barracks. The placement is very nice. It's gonna help to shield his gold. Very important. Based off of the fact that Lojza has 2 villagers on gold, it looks like he'll go for a men-at-arms rush. Be very deadly on small maps. Very deadly in conjunction with towers. And towers can do a lot of damage on this map. Because they are so close together, the rush distance is very small. You can send as many villagers as you want. Tower here or a tower here can take away fish, wood lines. Tower here can take away gold. There we go. 4 militia queued up for Lojza. SeOul has somehow seen it, or he's going to stow it anyway. Senses it. I think SeOul was probably planning on going aggressive with that. I hope that barracks doesn't get denied. He's going to build it right on top of his opponent. Oh boy, SeOul, pay attention. Going to build a house there. You have to actually trap this villager with a quick gate. Not going to happen. How are these walls going to go? These walls are not up. That barracks could get denied. It's at 75%, 80, 85. It looks like it won't get denied. This villager should get away. Barracks is up. Let's see if all these villagers get away. They will. SeOul should probably make men-at-arms of his own. SeOul has so much food. He's got 650 food. No wood. No wood to make a stable or a barracks. Oh, sorry, or an archery range. Lojza's back? Yeah, I don't think he ever left. Or he left for some time, but he's been back for a little bit. Here's the first tower for Lojza. We'll take away the gold to SeOul. SeOul's in a little bit of trouble. He needs to find another gold. And his next nearest gold is all the way on the left side. So big military lead for Lojza. Lojza's going to have his first tower up. This village is extremely weak. And SeOul has all this food, but not enough wood. And it's not going to get any better as these men-at-arms go into the wood line. Should have gone stable, yes, but doesn't have the wood for it anymore. Gonna try to build that tower. This village is extremely weak. Lojza, see if he can quick wall. No. Men-at-arms not going to fall for it. That's a good tower from SeOul. It's going to take away some fishermen. Could even get one on the gold. However, SeOul, oh, there we go, has just barely enough resources for this tower. It's a good position. I think it's out of the range of the town center as long as these villagers don't get too close. That villager's too close. Goes that one. That villager might die. Actually, that tower's too close to the town center. It needs to be one tile back. Men-at-arms are going to go for this tower, and I think this is going to be a quick GG. As this tower is bound to fall. SeOul is luckily back on wood. Lojza's economy is rolling. So SeOul has enough stone for one more tower. Where should he build this thing? Well, the villagers are on the right. Actually, he's going to go for that tower. That's a good move. I'm going to take that out. I think he should go for this tower wall here. And then maybe place a tower here. Yeah, there you go. Going to place a quick gate. I think there's one more space to be left to be hit. The men-at-arms, are they going to get in? This is the big question. There's still a hole right there. Still a hole. It's really stubborn. Wants to go for the house. And now the men-at-arms are in. Is this tower going to stay up? The villagers can't repair it because they can't get under the tower. And I think that this tower will stay up. Repairs work very fast. And Lojza's going to kill yet one more villager. Can't kill 2 more villagers. Looks like he will get away. 2 HP. He's dead. SeOul went from being in a bad position to a worse one. He's finally going up with the stable. He has 800 food in the bank. make a lot of scouts, but it's a little late for scouts. Lojza can add some spearmen. People saying GG already. Well, SeOul doesn't think it's GG. He hasn't said GG quite yet. Villager count is still dead even, despite those villager kills. That is actually an outpost. I think SeOul thought that was a tower. That's funny. Gonna get a lot of good hits on those men-at-arms. Beefing them up. Gonna kill one. Lojza researching scale armor. Was really committed to the men-at-arms. As soon as that upgrade hits, you do not want to fight villagers versus men-at-arms. You already didn't. SeOul gonna lose another villager. This villager's weak. 2 scouts and a spearman gonna come in. I hear villagers dying. Oh, 2 more villagers dying in the south. Lojza now with scale barding armor. These men-at-arms are extra strong. Another barracks coming from Lojza. He's actually... I don't agree with that. I think he should go with an archery range. But he's actually going to go full infantry. Probably will go more towers. SeOul going to recommit to this tower. And going to wall it up this time, unlike last time. Sorry about that. I had to adjust my chair. And that tower's going to do a little bit of damage. Ideally, SeOul wants to get a tower here to take away the gold. Actually, that's a... I would have gone here. I think take away the gold as fast as possible. Lojza's going to build a counter tower. This is risky. A lot of these villagers are low. SeOul is at jeopardy of losing more villagers. Men-at-arms going to work away at that stable. So many men-at-arms. It's going to be so hard to deal with them. And they're just going to destroy the stable instantly. Scouts trying to get some villager kills over here. Gonna go for that tower. The men-at-arms are going to run past the town center. There's no villagers in there. Gonna garrison up 3. And the tower's not going to do too much damage. Gonna try some quick walls. This villager's getting very low. Gonna sacrifice yourself. Is this tower going to go down this time? These villagers can't repair, so the tower will definitely go down. The question is, how many villagers from SeOul will he lose? He's got 4. He's got 3. Going to go down to 2. Actually, the tower does stay up. That's so bad. And all of those villagers are going to die, and the tower does stay up. Clutch play from Lojza, running in under that town center. We have a 4 villager advantage for Lojza. And it might get even larger as these men-at-arms come in under this tower. A lot of these villagers are weak once again. Players in the chat saying it's... viewers in the chat saying it's over. How many titanic moves can you take? Just garrison that tower. Look at how many men-at-arms Lojza has. These men-at-arms going to go under this tower. I think it's going to be GG. SeOul is going to have to ungarrison these towers. Lojza's going to lose a lot of men-at-arms, but that's okay. He'll lose some men-at-arms to kill a few more villagers. Surprisingly, these 4 villagers are going to get away. And these 2 towers did stay up. The villager count is still surprisingly even. I don't know if Lojza has idled his town center for a long time, or why the villager count is still this close. I don't think this game is quite over yet. I mean, I keep saying that, but I keep seeing stuff like this. Oh, these villagers... I'm rooting for the comeback for SeOul, but he's going to lose all of these villagers once again. Now it's a 7 villager advantage. That tower's going to get denied. Blue has too long idle. Yeah, I think he has too long idle. Alright, Men-at-Arms going to come back around. SeOul have any chances for this game? Let's take a look at the food count for both players. SeOul, no food. Lojza, better food. He has better resources in every category. And SeOul will lose the stable. And I think that tower was to help protect the stable, but the stable's already down. Lojza gonna get Town Watch. That's a great upgrade. Let's take a look at his line of sight as he researches his upgrade. What is this? Lojza's actually got some fish over here. And down here. Look at the line of sight of Lojza. It's got able to see everything. He can go down to the south shoreline and kill a lot of these villagers. Another tower from SeOul. SeOul gonna just build another stable. Gonna move on over there. Hope to get lucky. And this could be 4 more dead villagers for SeOul. SeOul's still only 4 villagers down. It's so surprising. Wasn't he just down 7 villagers a second ago? Either way, it's going to be GG. Lojza going to take the second game. And Lojza going with those men-at-arms, doing a ton of damage. SeOul mismanaging his economy, had like 700 food when he hit feudal age and 0 wood. Not enough wood to build the stable. And Lojza took advantage of that, went full men-at-arms, and there you go. We'll see you in game 3.
Yes.
So they are going to be starting game 3 right away, so please stay tuned. I'll put a 3-minute timer right there. Thanks everyone for joining us on this stream. This is Lojza versus SeOul. Round of 32, best of 5 in the Aspiring Experts Tournament. Best way you can support the channel is to subscribe or is to donate. You can do !donate so we can have more events such as this. This is the first Foobly official sponsored tournament in a long time. And it's good to see some love for some of these aspiring experts. Are this guy's top 32 players? Yeah, yes, they are. I think Lojza would be at the top of the top 32 players, but we'll see by the end of the tournament. And we'll be starting soon. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And let's get back in the game. Hello everyone, and welcome to this third game in this round of 32 matchup between Lojza and SeOul. Lojza with 2 points. First game was very close between SeOul. Second game was not. Let's see if SeOul can make a comeback. Otherwise, Lojza will be taking the series if he wins this game. On the left side, we have SeOul playing as the Japanese. On the right, we have Lojza playing as the Mayans. The Japanese pretty common pick for this map. You have tons of free fish on the outside, so why not? Japanese fishing ships, of course, working faster. Really great bonus. Lions, great economy to start with. They start with an extra villager. Plumed archers can be very strong on this kind of map. And their walls will be cheaper. A lot of good bonuses for both civilizations. Those sheep and these oak forest trees will last a little bit longer for the Mayans. And again, I apologize for the construction in the background. So, Houseboat. It's a map. Someone asking, why are no famous players in this event? Well, if you pay attention to the Age of Empires scene, then these players can be famous. I know a lot of these players quite well. This is a less than 2400 rated tournament, so we're able to see some other players play. Give some love to these players, and I like that I don't know who's going to win the tournament. Cough, cough. So, should be some fun. A little bit of a pause to start the game. Houseboat, you have to transport your villagers over. There are small gold and stone mines, berries, shorefish on the outside. Sometimes we see players sneak a dock and try to kill the fishing ships. I'm not a big fan of the strategy, but we see it sometimes. Looks like lumber camp will go on the right side for Lojza. A lot of gold, stone, berries in this area. SeOul will place his buildings probably down in the bottom left area. And yeah, I wonder what the pause is for. So which civilization would you guys prefer? Japanese or Mayans? Ooh. That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. So Japanese, they'll get a better food economy early game, ideally. You could go lead skirm. Mayans, a little more straightforward. Plumed archers would be very good. We have a 2-villager advantage for Lojza. Has SeOul Research Loom? He has. So no idle time. 1.5 villager difference, actually. Let's keep an eye on the food count right here. So the Mayans start with 1 extra villager. They're currently a villager and a half because of Loom. Ahead. So theoretically, they should get more food for that reason. The Japanese, of course, will have much faster collecting fishing ships. And as you can see here, the Mayans player has a bit more food. We'll keep an eye on that. Maya any day. Someone else preferring Japanese. Japanese have Imperial Skirmish. Oh, some HD people coming over. No, there's only one civilization that gets Imperial Skirmisher, and that's the Vietnamese. Comparing Viper to a Pokemon. Viper is the final boss of the tournament. Maya easy. Well, we'll see. So at the present time, the food count's just about even, as you can see here. Perhaps SeOul having a little bit more because he put more villagers on food. But let's see how this food count changes as the fishing ships come out. Use my HD knowledge. What's that have to do with HD or not? Some people from HD might not have as much game knowledge. Yes, exactly. Yes, hello, hello. I am Vanderleaf. As since we are lowly people. Join the club. You're not a true HD scrub unless you have HD in your name. So, what the hell is happening here? SeOul has so many idle villagers. He ran out of all the shorefish, all the sheep, and all the wood at the exact same time. Not great management of his economy. 2 fishing ships out for Lojza. Only 1 fishing ship out for SeOul. So much idle time from SeOul. This is not a great start. He needs to win this game to even stay in this matchup. Someone in the spectator chat saying disaster. Maybe we can make that a tournament, Samony. Donate and we can do a unaspiring experts HD players only.
Yes.
Their builds suck pretty hard, says Project Belgium. A player who I think he qualified in the round of 32, but he's a very good expert. Alright, so yeah, both players with way too much idle time. Now the food count is totally messed up, so ideally the Japanese should be ahead, but their builds are so messed up. We had 3 fishing ships for Lojza, 2 for SeOul. There's no point in even showing that. Where is... I always have trouble with this counter. Get it back to KD. Oh my god. Oh, there it was. There we go. Alright, so who's going to be up the next stage first? 500 food almost for Lojza. SeOul! Oh, okay, he's clicked up. I thought he was about to have 50 food. And for an amazing game on this map. I think it was Bacti who tried to forward an army and a dock. Couldn't find a landing spot. Circled the entire pond, went back to check. Spark realized he had nothing to show for his forward and called it. Amazing games. Tourney's on HD. Alright, SeOul gonna double down in this area, gonna wall it up there. SeOul actually gonna go for a sneak dock. I'm not a fan of the strategy. I think their town center here is a nice bonus to defense. Look at how many fishing ships Lojza has. He's got a ton. Only 3 fishing ships from our Japanese player. That's odd. Probably saving the wood for the sneak dock. So has Lojza noticed this? Has not noticed it yet. Will he see it with this village? Probably. Project Belgium saying, I don't understand why SeOul made only 3 fish. And here we go. 2 villagers on stone, interestingly, for Lojza. Lojza's actually going to go for a fast castle. And there's that dock. Dock is already up. These guys are going to battle it out. So Lojza going to go for a fast castle. SeOul doesn't have the gold for a fast castle. He's got a lot of food. He needs more fishing ships. He's going to need the wood for buildings as well if he hasn't already placed them. Going to go to gold now. So SeOul will be a little bit of time before he clicks up to the next stage. That's nice. SeOul going to kill a villager of Lojza. Who's going to wall behind there. You know why nobody's casting Nerd. Nerd Rage. I think Lojza is playing on a regular basis. I'm not 100% sure. I think he has been. What generates are worse on AoE 2 HD or AoE 1 DE? You're asking the tough questions there. I forgot to update the score, by the way. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did. I think it's too much effort to go back now, though. I did forget. Man, I forgot really bad. It says 1-0 on there. It's actually 2-0. Oh, he's gonna kill the transport ship. That's huge. And 28 HP. He needs to repair it to keep it alive. It's gonna get trapped between all the fishing ships. Look at this. Lojza trapping the fire galley. It can hardly get it. He hits off. Last few. 4 HP. 0 HP at the last second. I think it had some villagers in there too. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. Villager count's dead even, but Lojza's gonna have to rebuild that. This is so bad. So this... Okay, well, the town center's not going to be transporting villagers over anyway because it's going to Castle Age. That's not too bad. It's going to be 125 wood to rebuild it. That's not too bad. But the problem is it's going to have to use the dock time. And already, it's 2 docks versus 1 dock. That should mean that SeOul can take the water control and kill all of these fishing ships. However, that said, these villagers might die. I think she should bring the fire galley over. Actually, couldn't bring the scout over. SeOul still has his scout. I think that Lojza lost it. So that scout's going to make the difference. And is he going to be able to kill 2 more villagers? Lojza just Titanic. Yeah, and that scout survives also. Both villagers survive. SeOul should be able to take out both these fishing ships. This town center only has 1 villager garrisoned in it. This is so good for SeOul. He's coming back in the game. Going to repair up this fire galley, which took some damage from the town center. Going to kill another fishing ship. That fishing ship's pretty tanky. There we go. And SeOul's up to Castle Age. He's not that far behind. He's got more villagers. This villager doing some work. He's very low. He could die at any second. Now this villager will try to repair this one. We can see 2 villagers repairing the same galley. Nope, not going to happen. Gonna try to escape with it. More fishing ship going down for Lojza. Lojza has placed his castle somewhere. That's where the castle is going to go in a super aggressive position. SeOul not taking care to transport his villages. That is true. He has more villagers because he's not up. That is also true. So castle coming up. War galley being researched from Lojza. Lojza will keep water control. He did lose maybe 4 fishing ships. A pretty even game. I guess you have to like the mine's position because they are getting up with their castle. We're going to add another dock there. Tons of fish yet to be taken.
Yes.
So this is definitely a problem. SeOul has to have something to counter the plumed archers. I would just wall as quickly as possible. Try to wall there, 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 and there. But it's too late. Plumed archers are already coming out. We'll have to see a quick tower from SeOul. SeOul has the stone. SeOul will have to go with the siege workshop or elite skirmisher or something along those lines. Going to try to go up with the quick town center. You can do that. There's only 1 plumed archer, but a second one is coming out. You're going to need more villagers to build that town center, friend. Oh, this could be a lot of villagers down. What's going on over here? Nothing. Is this the Titanic for SeOul? Needs to build that town center. No villagers dying quite yet. 1 villager down. 2 villagers down. 3 villagers down. We're going to see a 4th as well. And it looks like this town center will go down at the cost of 3 villagers. Could have been worse. And you're going to get 1 plumed archer. So this castle will both be through these stone walls as well. The stone walls towards the south. SeOul will need to rebuild those stone walls if he wants to keep the plumed archers out. SeOul should still stonewall right here. If he can stonewall in those 2 areas, then he should be okay. Lojza getting Bodkin arrow. Someone saying Lojza will win this whole tournament. I think he's the favorite. How can SeOul lose water like this? He was attacking the fishing ships a lot and not attacking the fire ships. Okay, so this plumed archers did in fact get behind the wood line, and it's more trouble for SeOul. That's a lot of trouble for SeOul. Didn't put a tower up over here. Now SeOul's gonna lose more villagers. He needs something to deal with the plumed archers. I'm saying easy win for SeOul. Eco too strong. Probably not. These villagers have nowhere to go. Oh, I was about to say, is that another town center in the same area? I think Siege Workshop's not going to work too well against plumed archers. You need Elite Skirmisher. Let's take a look at Lojza's economy. Lojza, is he going to add a second town center now? Good at his point of view. Yes, he is. Second town center coming up for Lojza. SeOul has 2 town centers already. 3 town centers, actually. But his economy's not any better. Well, apparently Lojza has never reached 2K4. 2393 is the highest rating. And this is a terrible wall. Why would you build a stone gate next to the lumber camp? GG. Lojza going to take this matchup 3-0. Hope you enjoyed this one. First game was very close. This game was close for some time, and then the Plumed Archers happened. A lot of mistakes in this one. Second game was not as close. And, yeah. See you in the next series. So that was a quick series. Let's see if the other series has started. So it looks like the other series has just started. And let's go ahead and cast that series. So we're going to switch the title up. We're going to go to Rubenstock versus Kamigwa. And give me 1 second. Alright, we're going to join that game, and we'll start over. Let me adjust the scoreboard. It's Mexico. Oh, it's Italy. Okay, let's jump into that series. Alright, so this is going to go on fast speed. We'll catch up to where it's live. Hello everyone, and welcome to the first game of this series between Rubenstock and Kamigwa. This is the round of 32 in the Aspiring Experts Tournament. We're 22 minutes in game, so we're going to be catching up until then. We have an Italians versus Malay war on the map Continental. Over on the left side, we have Rubenstock in blue playing as the Italians. In the right, we have Kamigwa in red playing as the Malay. Italians, very typical civilization on this particular kind of map. We'll probably see some galley rushes from the players. A weird first stock position from Rubenstock. It's kind of in this little bay. On the right, we have Kamigwa with a dock on the right in a typical corner position. Both players going for a fast feudal build. We'll see some fire galleys from both players. Nothing super sneaky from these players. Malay, of course, get up in a faster time. And looks like we saw... No, I was better. So a little bit of a scout scuffle early on. Rubenstock lost his scout, so he's going to wall up to make sure that he's safe from any sort of land aggression. Back on the water. Looks like we had a forward dock from Rubenstock. Very interesting. We have a 5-villager advantage for Kamigwa. He's in the lead so far. Quicker castle age for Kamigwa. He's looking in a very good position this game. Almost up to the host time now. Of course the commentary has to be sped up. That's how this only works. We had a little bit of a tower rush from Rubenstock. That explains why he's so far behind. Looks like he didn't do too much damage with it. Has a few archers, has a few scouts. Going bloodlines. Gonna do a lot of damage with these archers. Gonna kill 2 villagers. Gonna kill 3 villagers. But the battle elephant should clean things up. Rubenstock with an all-in feudal age play. He's currently 1 villager behind, which means he's more villagers behind. Actually, well, they're both in castle age now. So that elephant's gonna clean things up. Looks like Kamikwa is defending. However, there are 2 stables, a monastery. This is gonna be some very heavy pressure from Rubenstock on the right side. Kamikwa is gonna retake gold. He needs to wall in here and here to make sure these archers don't do any more damage. This archer might get another villager kill, as this villager is very low on HP. We have 7 fishing ships for Kamikwa. His economy is much stronger. As long as they're working. They're not working too well, but they're working. Here we go. A lot of pressure from Rubenstock. Kamikwa actually has a very tough time for gold. I think I like Rubenstock's position a little bit better in this game, despite not having those fish, despite not having water control. These elephants going to try to get in, but they won't. But look at Kamikwa as far as how boxed in he is into his base. Can't take wood, can't take gold. Now these knights are in. And they are going to get some villager kills. Kamikwa is the monk coming out. Monk is almost ready. But regardless, these knights will get at least 2 villagers. 3rd villager down. Gonna get 4 or 5 villagers. Here's the monk. I'm gonna go straight after the monk. Will the monk get a conversion? Monk does not get a conversion. 5 villagers down. Rubenstock in a commanding position this game. Another villager down. 6, 7. 7, there we go. Still more knights coming from Rubenstock. Rubenstock just building so many knights. Has a great food economy back at home with farms. Kamikwa's fishing ship's not working very optimally. Looks like Rubenstock should have this game. Trying his best to use this battle elephant. Rubenstock can't split his attention to both areas too well. That's not a bad trade. A battle elephant for 2 or 3 crossbow. Was still pretty effective. Kamikwa trying to rely on these battle elephants. Looks like Kamikwa is not taking any wood or gold, and I think we'll probably see a GG for him. Most efficient knight raid ever. Yeah, that was a really good one. Advantage is too much. I think so. I think this game is pretty over. We have a big military lead for Rubenstock. His economy is working cleanly. Big villager lead for Rubenstock. Just every advantage point to Rubenstock. I don't know how Kamikwa is going to come back in this. Gonna try his best with these elephants. One gets converted. Kamikwa still has water control. So we can maybe add a few more docks. A lot of these fishing ships are not working very well. And these elephants are doing okay. This elephant actually gets converted back. So Kamikwa is kind of holding here in the middle. If he gets a dock up to get these fishing ships working again, then you could say maybe Kamikwa has it. He's still behind in villages. He's behind by villagers by too much. Another big night raid. Some of these villagers are low. One of them just goes down immediately. Second one going to go down. Oh, that's it. That's got to be GG. Too many villagers going to die. And that tower's filled up. So I think that's got to be it. That's got to be the GG for this game. Rubenstock will take the first point. We saw some water control from Kamikwa, but this map is a very mixed map. You gotta be good on land, good on water. I'd like to have seen how Rubenstock got his villager over in the back of the base of Kamikwa. Maybe it was a transport ship. That's still pretty hard to do. I'm guessing he just had to walk his villager all the way over there. But the economy difference is just too huge. 20 villager advantage for Rubenstock. Sorry, 30 villager advantage for Rubenstock. Rubenstock 3 town centers up. It'll continue to grow, as Kamikwa doesn't even have a second town center. Rubenstock could even add another town center down here. And Rubenstock's not even doing that bad as far as ratings concerned. Here we go. GG. We'll head on to the second game, which will be Bedouins. So before I forget, let's update the score. They're starting the next game immediately. Score is 1-0. Rubenstock versus Lojza in the finals, possibly. Yeah, I would like to see that. That would be a very good matchup. Let me take a look at the bracket. Let's see where we can find that. So they'll be starting next up next matchup. Jeez, I need to slow down my words sometimes. They'll be starting in just a few minutes. And here's the gold bracket. I'll link it in the chat. You can see the bracket for yourself who was qualified in the round of 32. Looks like they banned China and Indians. Both of them mirroring those bans. And yeah, I think Lojza should be the favorite here. Let's see who else. Project Belgium, Spring, Rubenstock, and Cool will be the favorites in this tournament. Those are my picks. Alright, so 1 minute, the game will start. $20 seconds. And here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to This second game on Bedwins in this round of 32 matchup between Camigua and Rubenstock in the Aspiring Experts League, we have a Mayans mirror matchup. Rubenstock placing his town center very quickly on the right side. And Camigua still hasn't placed his town center yet. You want to place your town center up as soon as possible. This is not good for Camigua. I wouldn't be surprised to see a restart. Town center going up. Rubenstock already halfway up with his town center. This is not going to be good. Camigua is going to be down at least a villager or two. And if it was me, I would call a restart. You want to place your town center down as soon as possible. I think you have to call a restart before minute 4. But if we don't see a restart, Mayans, really strong civilization on nomad-style starts because you start with an extra villager. They have a great economy. Each of these shorefish and each of these trees will last a little bit longer. And of course, their archers will be cheaper, and access to the Eagle Warrior. All are good things. So we'll see how far behind Camigua falls. I'm going to start that house a little bit soon. So we have a 1.5 vil advantage for Rubenstock already at the very beginning of this game. So Rubenstock going to build a second mill right away. Players will get up their economies. There's the Re. As expected. So they'll hop out. And we'll have the next game for you shortly. Someone asking if there's more AE today. Yes, you can see the schedule below. Plenty of aspiring experts this weekend. How many more I'll cast, I'm not sure. I'll be done for this series. I believe there's a little bit of break to come. Take a look, it is Saturday. Have some Silver League games. Gold League starts up at 13 GMT with Cyclops versus who? Immediately after that, we'll have John Slow versus Scotty. Casted by some other channels. Just tons of games. Angelina Jolie versus Noisic. Spring versus Fëanor, all today. We'll also have Demise Red's Arena Cup. Oh, shoot. Too late. I always do this. Sorry, I gotta back out because I have to turn my music off. Not paying attention. Alright, there we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second matchup in the round of 32 between Rubenstock and Camigua. Last game we had a restart from Camigua because it was on this map. Because he didn't place his town center up fast enough. Looks like he's going to get it up fast, and Rubenstock will get it up fast, so hopefully no restarts. They're within the same screen of each other. This should be very interesting. Very aggressive opening to the game. I even wonder... No, I don't think players have seen each other yet. But this is going to be a crazy matchup. Players right there. Both players are playing as the Mayans. On the left we have Rubenstock. On the right we have Camigua. Welcome Chirazini. Welcome everyone to the stream. Am I going to cast Demise Red Arena Cup? Probably not. I will throw him a host if he's live. I could consider it. It depends on what I'm doing the rest of today. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing the rest of the day. So, if I can't find anything good,
Yes.
then we'll do that. Looks like we'll have a restart from Rubenstock. Maybe to get his town center up fast enough. Who knows? Back out. We've seen the most restarts on this particular map. Alright, another 3 minutes back on the countdown. We'll have no more restarts in the series. Both players have exhausted their restarts. And I'm going to turn the music off before I forget. 1 minute left, and we'll be in the game. So we'll be in the game before that counter comes down. "20 seconds. Get ready to rumble!" Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to the second game in this round of 32 matchup between Rubenstock and Camigua. On the bottom, we have Rubenstock. On the top, we have Camigua. We have a Mayans mirror matchup. Both players have exhausted their restarts on this map. Probably because they didn't place their town centers up fast enough. Won't be the case this game. Both players are a moderate distance away from each other. And let's take a look at the maps. So for Camigua, 2 shorefish right next to him. Gold towards his opponent. That's not good. Decent wood lines towards the back, but not too much. Camigua, shorefish next to him. Other shorefish are a little bit further away. Gold to the right, stone to the left. I'm not exactly sure whose map I would prefer. We'll have to see how it shapes out, as far as how the gameplay goes. Both players picking the Mayans. Maybe we could see a men-at-arms rush, some archers. Towers are always on the cards for most maps, unfortunately. Who called the Re? Both players called a Re. We had one from Camigua, one from Rubenstock in 2 separate games. And thanks everyone for joining me on the Voobly Official channel. Glad to have everyone here with us with this Voobly Official sponsored tournament. Players will be getting up their food economies. I like to switch at this point of the game over to the food collected. I think that's very important. We have a little more food collected from Rubenstock. Of course, the other resources are important, but food is the best. Now, this is a little interesting for Camigua. Let's check his resources. So normally you go up with a mill right away, because your town center is placed on wood. So this is the standard build. This is the build that players are probably used to. However, Camigua is not exactly on wood. I mean, these villagers will have to walk a little bit. Maybe it would have been better to add a lumber camp first, which would hurt his food economy, but at the same time benefit his wood economy. Let's go down here. On the other hand, Rubenstock is much closer to his trees. This villager doesn't have to walk at all. So slight, I'd say maybe a little more than slight, economy advantage for Rubenstock. This is definitely not nice having these villagers having to walk back and forth. Yes, on the same map. This map is very prone to restarts. You want to have a good start. Same thing with all nomad style maps, where you start with only villagers, the no town center. Camigua could wall better. I don't expect to see too much walls. Not really. I kind of disagree with that. So you have this gold here. If you want to be competitive, you have to wall in your gold. So if you want to wall in gold, you have to wall like that. And wall like that. That wouldn't be too good. But if Kamigwa had the gold in the back, maybe. Rubenstock can wall here and here, so I think Rubenstock would definitely have better walls. He could wall here, that's manageable. Could even wall like that. So taking a look back at the food collected. Much more food collected for Rubenstock. More wood collected for Rubenstock too, oh gosh. Oh boy. And both these players have the town centers up at the same time. See if there's a difference in population. We have a 1 villager advantage for Rubenstock. It's about a half a villager advantage. Maybe Rubenstock got his town center up earlier. Maybe he didn't have some idle time. But a lot more resources in the bank for Rubenstock. Wood is even, but still more food for Rubenstock. At least 100 more. There we go. Kamigwa's gonna take your advice, and he's gonna wall up. Nice lumber camp in the back for Kamigwa. Great saturation. Kamigwa gonna try to wall up right there too. So a lot of effort put into walling for Kamigwa. He has walled out his gold. There is no gold in the back. The next nearest gold is all the way to the left side. And Rubenstock is up with a very fast feudal. Gonna see 2 villagers on gold. Most likely we'll see a barracks and men-at-arms. The barracks will be a little bit late, as the barracks should be going up right about now. Instead, Rubenstock is gonna have to build a mining camp. Let's take a look at the scouting, because we haven't done that yet. So, obviously, Rubenstock has found the town center of Kamigwa. And the gold as well, which is important. Scouting for Kamigwa. Has found his opponent. So that's good news. Both players know where their opponents are. And where's this barracks for Rubenstock? Is he going to build it? Does he have the wood for it? Doesn't have the wood yet. Maybe we'll go with the stable or an archery range. Yeah, there we go. Barracks. 4 villagers coming forward. They don't have loom. This is a ballsy move from Rubenstock. Hopefully we'll remember to get loom right away. Loom. Yeah, there we go. Loom. Now, all Rubenstock has to do is drop a tower right here and he secured the gold. You can actually just stonewall the gold up. I would just stonewall. And let's see. Tower? Oh, where are you going, Rubenstock? Where are you going? Don't run past the town center. I think he clicked over here. Like that. Okay, gonna place a tower there. That's such a risky tower. Why place a tower there? It's clearly in the line of sight of Kamigwa. Kamigwa can deny this. If he's paying attention. If he sends 4 villagers, he can deny this tower. He's not in the feudal age quite yet. Almost there. Looks like he is taking gold on the left, though. So he's okay with gold. He looks like a... No, it can't be a fast castle build. Is this going to be a fast castle build? Has enough wood, has enough gold, doesn't have quite enough food yet, but if these villagers keep fishing, they should have enough food. But you still have to defend from the towers. Blue being researched. Kamigwa is very close. These villagers will bust through. We'll no doubt see a tower here. Research double bit axe. There's the blacksmith. Are we going to see a market? These villagers are all idle. They're bumping into each other. 600 food in the bank. It's not quite enough. Now we see some eagle warriors coming from Rubenstock. Is this going to be a quick game? It was the eagle warrior going down. Kamigwa should have enough wood for a market fairly shortly. Gonna give that up. Place a house. So if he gets a market and sells the stone, he can be up to the next age. on, Camigua. Alright, his wood just went somewhere. There's the market. Camigua's economy is just so delicate. We barely have enough resources for this fast castle. Will it be worth it? It'll be worth it if you can get a castle up. The question is, will he be able to get a castle up? And it's a good thing he found those 2 sheep because he really needs that food. Can't afford to invest into farms. There we go. Let's use a little market. A little market magic. Sell some wood. Sell a little bit of stone. Buy some food. Alright, Camigua. Let's see you go up to the next stage. Place a tower. There you go. There's the tower. Needs to buy some food. Still not buying any food. Now we have an archer out for Rubenstock. Put a garrison. Oh, that was a good play. Actually, that was a bad play by Rubenstock, placing the tower too close. Wheelbarrow! Wheelbarrow! Oh, no! Oh, God. You could have bought a Castle Edge. But instead, gonna go with Wheelbarrow. There's no point. Wheelbarrow is a good technology if you're trying to farm up a lot. There are no farms here for Camigua. I think this was a horrible mistake. Oh, man. It would have even been better just to build a few more villages than getting Wheelbarrow. That's a full commitment to the feudal age. Now he's got so much gold. Too much stone, too. Gonna start with some farms. Oh, man. He had these deer, has this boar. Had these berry bushes. I don't think you need to farm. I think why not place a mill right here and maybe build a little stone wall right there. And this would have been a much better source of food than adding a few farms. This is way too much wood investment. I'm gonna place a really weird watchtower right there. Why not place it here? What is this build? Rubenstock up to the next age already. Let's take a look at how Rubenstock's economy has been working. Still taking shorefish. Taking shorefish over here. Taking shorefish down at the bottom. Rubenstock's economy is rolling. Rubenstock will have a castle soon. He's got 4 villagers on stone. Rubenstock finds the gold. It is over. It might be over already. This is going to shock Camigua when Rubenstock hits the castle age. Camigua on 0 food. This tower will probably deny this gold. Now Camigua's not going to have gold. Oh, man. What was that decision? I thought Camigua, just use your market a little bit. You can get up to Castle Age. Then you can place a mill over in this area and collect enough food to keep villagers coming out. I think you had enough saturation on the stone mine to be able to get a castle, theoretically. And take it from there. Wheelbarrow is a great upgrade, again, if you're farming. It's not a good upgrade if you're taking a lot of wood and gold. There's the Castle Age, and this tower will completely shut down the gold. Here we go, Camigua finally using the market, going up to Castle Age. He will be a bit behind. At least he'll get to Castle Age this game. Yeah, either commit to one build or the other. Never go in between. Actually, from Rubenstock, we're going to see Eagle Warrior. But he's still not far away from getting a castle up. Maybe he'll go with some town centers first. I'm going to go with the Siege Workshop. A lot of Eagle Warriors from Rubenstock. And they're just going to walk in. Here comes the Eagle Warriors. +1 armor is done. They should be able to do some good raiding. Idling a lot of the economy of Camigua. This gold is completely denied. Now Kamikwa doesn't have gold, and now he's in some serious trouble. He's never going to reclaim this gold. He's going to have to go back over to this gold and build a siege workshop, take out these towers to have any chance of winning this game. And I just don't think he realizes how bad of a situation he's in if he doesn't call GG right now. Yeah, the fast castle could have worked, but it was a bad decision to go for that wheelbarrow. Rubenstock now relaxes and builds 10 town centers. Yeah, probably. Maybe not this game. Alright, what's the play, Kamigwa? Actually has enough stone for a castle. But gonna call GG anyway. GG. Oh man. Get your builds right. That was not a good game. Let's take a look at the timeline. Arrow, you must not be familiar with the Rubenstock 10 town center strategy. Here's your timeline. Miguel with a good score lead right there. And all went downhill. Alright, so we'll have at least one more game for the series. Don't know if we'll make it all the way to game 5. I'm going to put a 5-minute timer on. And they should start the game by then. And thanks everyone for being with us. This is a Voobly official sponsored tournament. The best way to give back to having more tournaments like this is to subscribe to the channel or to donate to the channel. You can do !donate in the chat to donate, or hit the subscribe button up there. We very much appreciate it. This is a volunteer caster community channel. We have myself, Mr. GPN, and Nova casting here weekly. We'll be casting more games from aspiring experts throughout this tournament. I think this might be the last matchup for me for today. There'll be much more matchups brought to you by other casters. You can check AoE Zone on the event calendar on the right side. See who will be casting the games later. Let me do the score before I forget. Currently it's 2-0. And an additional benefit to subscribing, we'll be giving out some Voobly Silver, which will get you quite a few benefits with Voobly. We'll be doing that probably on Sunday with our streamer, Mr. GPN. 1 minute 30 and the game will start. Stay tuned. This will be the map Houseboat. So 1 minute and we'll start. So my dog's going crazy at someone. 20 seconds. Oh boy, are they going crazy. Here we go. Hello everyone and welcome to this third game between Rubenstock and Kamigwa in the round of 32 and Aspiring Experts tournament. We're going to have a Japanese mirror matchup, very popular civilization for this map, which is Houseboat. Why are they a good civilization choice? Their fishing ships collect food faster from these shorefish, and their lumber camp, mining camp mills 50% cheaper. Good civilization overall. We won't see any more restarts in this matchup, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is an interesting one because you can sneak over to your opponent's pawns try to build the sneaky dock and take that over. Interesting thing for Rubenstock's map, he actually has a very thin wood line in the back. That's unfortunate for him. To get better wood, he'll have to go forward or to the side. Kamigwa can, of course, go towards the back. Be nice and safe there. You have these mini berry bushes, gold mines, shorefish, and stone mines. You want to see the double Arabia game again? Well, root for Kamigwa, and maybe you'll see it in the 4th game. This is a best of 5, so this is game point for Rubenstock. Kamigwa going to make a early scout to his opponent's base. Same thing for Rubenstock. I don't think there's any sheep on this map. Doesn't look like it, so nothing to steal. I don't think there's any board either, so no hunt at all on this map. An interesting feature of this map. Looks like Rubenstock is going to choose that right wood line, which I think is a good choice. I don't think you want to go towards this wood line in the back. It's too thin. But with that lumber camp, pretty good saturation. You can place a mill here later, a little later on. Yeah, it'll be played by others, definitely. You can always check YouTube where you can see the previous cast where we have casted Double Arabia. Although they haven't yet been uploaded. And interestingly, a forward wood line for Kamigwa. Looks like Rubenstock is going to scout that out. Players transporting their villages over. In the last matchup, we saw it was very messy. Players had a lot of idols on their middle island. We'll see if they're able to do a little bit better job this time. Both players look like they have equal sheep. Kamigwa's building the first dock. Rubenstock's building the first dock at the same time. Let's check the dock position. Good one for Kamigwa. Rubenstock. Good one as well. A lot of evenly dispersed fish in this middle. At least snapper is the fish of choice. A lot of villagers on wood for Rubenstock. Try to get up those fishing ships as soon as possible. So we'll see if we're going to see a fast feudal, fast castle, sneak dock strategy. All of those are on the cards. Players still taking the sheep from their middle island. You're going to want to transport these over, of course, before they're idle. Transport ship can only fit 5. And players should be going up to the next stage fairly shortly. Both players building fishing ships. These are the Japanese fishing ships. They have extra HP and extra pierce armor. And now is the time if you want to ask questions in the chat, because I have exhausted everything that I can commentate on this early game. On this particular matchup, we have some fishermen, fisherwoman for Rubenstock. That's funny. It should say fisherwoman. I'm a little triggered. A little triggered. It's 2019. Not 1999 anymore. And players should be going up to the next stage fairly shortly. It's a fisherwoman. Yeah, obviously it's a trans. Oh god. This is why we need something to talk about in the game. We need some action. Rubenstock gonna find the dock of Kamigwa. Kamigwa has not found much of the resources of Rubenstock at all, which is interesting. I wonder why not. He went over here and then thought he saw enough and then went back, but you didn't see the dock. Meanwhile, Rubenstock being much more thorough in his scouting. So scouting can win or lose you games. First to click up to Feudal Age is going to be Rubenstock. Kamigwa getting ready right now, but will be a little bit slower. We are going to see the sneak dock strategy actually from Rubenstock, most likely. But how is this going to work? And again, this is not a strategy I'm a fan of. Especially if you're going against Japanese fishing ships. Sorry for all the background noise. There's the dock for Rubenstock. And this will be good for Rubenstock because he'll be able to get up some early aggression. He'll be up to the next stage sooner. Miguel, what I think he could do is add another dock to try to defend. And actually, Kamiko is just going to go over and try to build the dock over there. We'll see if it's going to be scouted by this fishing ship or the transport ship. And let's see. We'll see how much damage that Rubenstock can do with this first fire galley. Rubenstock has scouted the dock of Camigua. And it's not a good time to be housed. He's very housed. Chase around that villager. Oh, nice play. And it'd be interesting to see if Rubenstock actually goes for the transport ship. That's actually would be a big blow. And it looks like Rubenstock is one step ahead on both islands. That house really hurt. Really hurt Camigua. Wasn't able to build any fire galleys from the offensive dock either. And even a second dock coming up for Rubenstock. This is great if you can get water control because you're basically... Your opponent will have to delete his town center if he wants to get any use out of it without the transport ship. Tower coming up from Rubenstock. It'll be too late. That villager will get that dock up. But this villager might be dead. He's going to try to run away. What do you do here if you're Camigua? Do you try to batter down the docks? Actually, is this tower a genius play? This tower might be a genius play. This might save Camigua in this game. Obviously, the north pressure has not gone as it was supposed to. But if he wins in the south, then it'll be more or less an even game. Gonna add a market. Camigua's ready to go up to the next stage. Rubenstock's very close as well. Both of them still benefiting from the Japanese fishing ships. We have one extra fishing ship for Rubenstock. A few idols for Camigua. Rubenstock being much more proactive in moving those villagers. A few demos for Rubenstock. This tower doesn't do too much damage. Oh, that's a good hit. Doesn't do too much damage if it's not garrisoned. And there we go, Camigua up to the castle age first. Looks like Rubenstock might be abandoning this water, or he doesn't have enough wood, one or the other. I'm gonna go for blacksmith. And archery range, interestingly, for Rubenstock. Rubenstock going to try to go for that transport, but going to be unsuccessful. So this is going to get shut down. Rubenstock has his main water safe. Looks like Rubenstock has given up on the south. Not worth a wood investment. Miguel, interestingly, is going to add another dock. Actually, that's pretty good, because he needs that for his fishing income anyway. But so far, a pretty even game. We have maybe a one villager advantage for Rubenstock, one or two villagers. But this This is a big thing. Rubenstock's actually got archers on the field, and he'll idle a lot of these villagers. So Kamigwa has to have something on land. He could go with a siege workshop and a few mangonels. That might be the best option, as opposed to elite skirmisher. There's that early castle age. I expect Kamigwa to add some town centers. Actually gonna upgrade War Galley. That's a overcommitment. I think you should cancel that right away. Yeah, still researching it. That's an overcommitment. He should definitely cancel that one. Well, actually, no. He's still got fire galleys here. I'm surprised. I thought that dock would have died. It's on 154 HP. So if he can wait for the fire galley upgrade, that would be ideal. I still think he might want to take that fight. I think he lost a lot of HP running back. There we go. Fire ship done. Ruben's not taking that fight. That's a terrible fight to take. And Rubenstock's going to lose a lot of fire ships. Miwa has secured his water over there. And now these fire ships can go to town on these fishing ships. This could be a slight economy advantage for Kamigwa, as he has his town center up, has his fishing ship still working. However, he has to deal with this aggression from Rubenstock crossbow and siege workshop coming up. So this is where the focus of the game will shift. Crossbow's denying this gold income. Does Kamigwa have another gold? He has more gold in the back. He should have plenty of gold, actually. 3 idols for Kamigwa. We've seen a lot of idols for Kamigwa. He's got 6 idols. And there's that siege workshop. I think cleaner gameplay from Rubenstock in this entirety of the series. Rubenstock gonna have to be forced away from this gold. This gold could be at risk, especially if a war galley comes up and... Ooh, that's not a good position. There's another gold here for Rubenstock. That villager might die. Yeah, it looks like he'll die. Oh, somehow the crossbows got in. It was open. Oh, boy. It's going to be a lot of villagers killed. That's going to be 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be a fifth villager down. Let's see if this villager will be able to palisade it. Just barely. There's only 50 HP. I hear the villagers have nowhere to go. Mangonel is out. Going to get a good shot. Both players trading Mangonels. We have a 3 villager advantage for Rubenstock. 4 fishing advantage for Kamigwa. These galleys, without any range upgrades, they can't hit this wood line. And Kamigwa just mining so much stone because why not? He should really be taking a lot more food and wood. His town center is going to go idle because he doesn't have much food income. I'm going to try to garrison in this transport ship, bring them back over, run away from the crossbows. Nice, pick up with the fire ships, killing three crossbow. And looks like another Mangonel trade. Kamigwa's economy is just terrible. It's horrible shape. He's got barely enough food to keep one town center going. Not mining any gold, mining tons of stone. Hardly taking any wood. And those crossbows are in from the same hole. Kamigwa should have stonewalled that up. Oh, this might be the end of the game. Kamigwa's economy is just so bad. Pretty soon, Rubenstock can retake water. Probably not going to happen. So both players off of one town center. Look at the food income from Rubenstock. We'll have no trouble creating villagers. This crossbow's still in the back. Almost getting a Mangonel hit. Rubenstock can transition to knights. Still getting villager kills. 3 more down. 2 more down. Now a 10 villager advantage for Rubenstock. Kamigwa's selling his stone, which he's taking way too much of. A little food, trying to get gold. More villagers down. That Mangonel is just gonna go walk her way around and attack from that angle. Crossbow doing tons of damage. I think this might be GG. It's gonna be a 3-0 for Rubenstock. One of the favorites in this tournament. I think we're gonna take at least a few villagers from this gold mine. That'll be good. But it's 26 versus 41 with so many idols still from Kamigwa. Just waiting for the GG. 10 villagers on berry bushes. See if Kamigwa can hit the jackpot. Maybe get a 3-for-1. To get one there. I'm gonna do 2-for-1. Still not good enough. These villagers still can't take wood. Rubenstock selling some resources. Now has the second town center out. Trying to take some gold down there. Rubenstock probably hasn't seen this gold. Yeah, he hasn't seen that gold. That's why he's selling so many resources. Check the market price. Not too good for food. Don't want to sell food. So big advantage for Rubenstock. Up by 13 villagers. This crossbow's still doing damage. Oh, what are you doing, Kamigwa? Where are these villagers going? Oh, they're going to their death. And this town center might go down. This is Kamigwa's only town center. And this is the worst. These crossbows can take out this Mangonel. It's only 4 crossbows. Another villager dying. Looks like they'll have to go back. But they will get away. So they'll be healthy. Could even kill this villager on the way out. Kamigwa down to 22 villagers. It's lucky for him that Rubenstock hasn't found that gold yet. Oh, he's found this gold though. Oh, he's got tons of villagers on that one. So this will definitely be a win for Rubenstock. I don't see Kamigwa coming back in this one. A lot cleaner builds from Rubenstock this series. Big shot killing 2 villagers. And a lot cleaner play from what will be one of the favorites in this Aspiring Experts tournament. Rubenstock. Just waiting for that 1 GG. Crossbow's gonna get another big raid off. Kamigwa's down to 20 villagers now. 35 population only. No coming back from this one. $18 villagers. How low can you go? Oof. 13 villagers. 13 villagers for Kamigwa. Look at a few crossbows. This is literally half of Kamigwa's economy. That is it. Let's go to his resources. 0 of everything. Back down to 13 bills. And this is the other half of Kamigwa's economy. Where's Rubenstock going? He's not gonna take that gold, because why not? Oh, Kamigwa, if you only knew. You only knew you had 12 villagers. On center for Rubenstock. I think Rubenstock knows. The score is a little misleading. You hope he doesn't give up ever. Oh man. Still only 12 villagers for Kamigwa. He has little food income. Till the end. It's actually 61% of his economy. I'm glad someone did that calculation. Just never give up, man. And what else can I say? There's the GG. Good luck next round. Rubenstock gonna go on to the next round. One of the favorites. Pretty convincing series against Kamigwa. And I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next matchup. Take care. Alright, that's gonna be it for me for the stream. Let's find someone to host. Hope you enjoyed. Once again, best way to support the channel and more events like this is to subscribe or donate. You do !donate in the channel. We very much appreciate it. Let's find someone to host. And that's nice. The exclamation mark donate didn't work. We changed our chat commands. Well, you could always subscribe. That'll work too. So I could either host John Slow or Mem. I don't know if you guys have any preference. Go check AoE zone and see if anyone else is casting.
Really, really good player.